Welcome to RIG February meeting. Come on, technology. I hate technology. There we go. Happy Lunar New Year. It was last week. Happy New Year.
It's still dark.
It's still dark. It's supposed to be the year of the tiger, and one of the benefits was driving out the evil. So like, yeah, I like that. Welcome to Frolic. I think everybody's been here before, so we won't go into. Why is this not working? It's gonna be fun. We know about the green and the red. There we go. You've been doing the networking. I'm going to try to go through these announcements as fast as we can because I think with our group of speakers tonight, there might be a few questions. So we'll talk very fast. Due diligence. We cannot let this slide go by. You may hear about a good deal. You may hear about a great person that just knows his stuff. The deal may just seem so good to be true. And guess what? It may be. But then again, it may be real. So what you do is you network, you work together, but when somebody comes up and says, hey, I got a deal for you, Ken, you won't believe this. Ken should go over to Nicole, you know that gym guy, what's it, Shakeout? Do your own due diligence because we don't vet any deals. There's no way that I stay busy enough. I can't go vet everybody there, all the deals. Do your own due diligence. We're all over the media. We added bigger pockets last week. Last month. We're actually kind of getting some hits off of there. But the one link you really need to know is realtyinvestorsgroup.org. That's got everything there. And I'm seeing Katie says she hears us great. We've got 3 levels of membership. The first meeting is always free for our guests. After that, we ask for you to either pay a membership or pay a per meeting fee. If you pay a membership, you get on the website, you get to promote your deals on Facebook, and we try to promote your business too from time to time as best we can. Each month we pick a business member and we focus on them, or we promote them as our business member of the month. And this month is no different. And I've been telling you guys, we're nationwide. Tonight's business member is all the way from Vermont.
Hi. First off, I just wanted to say thank you, Jim, for inviting me here today. And I'm new here at the RIG group, and it's quite an honor to be a part of the community. So thank you all. For those of you who don't know me, and I don't believe any of you do, my name is Carla Lyon. I recently got married, so I believe that my name is still Emery in the group. I've started the cumbersome process of changing my name, but I've got quite a ways to go. So a little bit about me. I'm an avid outdoors person who's passionate about horses and working with my cattle dog, gardening. I love real estate. I grew up as a landlord's daughter, and he always taught me to think outside the box. I really appreciate that. And I'm a mother of a 6-year-old boy. That 6-year-old boy was the drive for most things that I do these days, and it was the reason I started my business. I worked for my father until I was 18, and after that I started a plethora of seasonal jobs, corporate, nonprofit, and everything in between. I loved helping people and helping things run more smoothly. And changing systems in a business isn't often smiled on unless you're in a role to do so. So after having my son and seeing how non-family friendly most businesses are and how much time I was missing with my son and how much money I was paying to miss that time with my son, I had to say no more. So in 2019, I started my business as Vermont's Green Mountain Bookkeeper. This business gave me back the time that I needed with my family, and it also helped me to give back some time to other struggling business owners, which was nice. I got to put my expertise into good use. Systems, organizing, faithful documenting, bookkeeping skills, I got to use them all. And in the past year, I've decided to align my business with my passion of real estate. This way, I get to see people who are already doing what I want to be doing, and I also get to help them. And it's quite a journey. It's enjoyable, and Having a niche also allows you to better serve clients. What Vermont's Green Mountain Bookkeeper does, in a nutshell, we help real estate investors implement solid financial systems and stay on top of their bookkeeping so they can use their time more effectively to grow their business and their profits. So in other words, we evaluate the information coming in, learn about what matters to the business, what their needs are, what their goals are for their business, and then figure out a system that can easily be implemented and achieve the needs and wants of the business. So in some cases, the needs and wants of the business are a little bit more boring. It's just, I need my books for taxes. And it gets a little bit more interesting when you get into presenting the bank or a lender with financial statements. And even better when the business owner is aware of certain areas of the business and wants to monitor them and actually achieve a desired result. So what does remote bookkeeping mean? How does it work? So first off is communication. That happens via phone, email, and video conferencing. And then there's software, which I use QuickBooks Online for bookkeeping software. I'd love to know if anybody has any good other software, I guess, that they're using. I know there's lots of software out there, but I'd like to find ones that have lots of value and will really work with the real estate business. QuickBooks is good for lots of different businesses. It can work. I know how to make it work for real estate, but it's not tailored to real estate businesses. So QuickBooks Online can be accessed from anywhere. Internet is available. So computers, cell phones, tablets. From there, we'll need to get the source documents from the business to the bookkeeper electronically. So that could be like Dropbox, Google Drive. QuickBooks has it. There's lots of other ones as well, but as long as it's secure, that's the important thing. So then from there, the bookkeeper enters the information, tasks are performed like reconciliations, and then follow-up questions are asked, and the accounts then reviewed again. So reports are printed after that, and a summary is sent to the owner if that's part of their package that they sign up for. So why does anybody need a bookkeeper anyways? So to start off with, accountants can do it, but they're expensive. And they also come from focusing on the general ledger accounts like debits and credits. And so they could miss a lot of the details that you might want to have laid out so that you can have them in your reports. Bookkeeping and fun don't really go in the same sentence. I would rather be doing something else other than my personal books. So I would imagine most people would as well. And some people just really aren't good at it, and that's okay. There are some people that leave their books till the end of the year and it's tax time, and that becomes, put mildly, quite a headache, and it can also be very expensive. Something else that's important is to know who owes you money, how long they've owed you money, who do you owe money. You want to keep good rapport, and you also want to keep good credit. So that's important to know those things. You want to know cash flow, and you want to keep track of the health, the financial health of your business, which is quite imperative. Lastly, busy business owners quickly realize that they're good at what they're good at. That's why they started this business. But in order to be a small business, you have 50 other roles you have to fill as well. And it becomes pretty clear that it's just better to outsource sometimes. Find someone else that's passionate and good at what you're not good at doing or what you don't like to do. It will make everybody's lives better, and it will keep your business afloat. So as your business grows, I want to suggest a financial team. This doesn't mean you have to have somebody on staff. You just need to have somebody that you can consult with. So you want to start with an industry-specific financial planner. They're going to keep the big goals of your business in alignment with your books. And then comes your accountant that's going to do your taxes and the higher level accounting tasks that need done. And then lastly is your bookkeeper, and they keep track of the day-to-day and weekly bookkeeping tasks, and they're the foundation. Everything builds off of that. So, services that are offered through the Vermont Green Mountain Bookkeeper. DIY monthly bookkeeping is the first one. A lot of small real estate investors like this one because it comes with training, and then it comes with watching the account and doing larger things like reconciling. And then there's done-for-you bookkeeping for the busy business owner that just doesn't have time or doesn't want to do their bookkeeping. There's cleanup and catch-up services for people who got behind during the year, or in some awful cases, years. Again, it can be pretty costly to do that, so it's good to start with the monthly if you can. Accounts payable and receivable, that's just sending out invoices to people who owe you money and getting bills in and making sure those are paid. And then end of year services. This is kind of lumped in to the monthly bookkeeping because if the monthly bookkeeping is done, everything should be ready. But what end of year services does is allows me to work with your accountant, allows me to send off any information they need or dig deeper for whatever information they need in order to do your taxes. And my information is here if anybody needs to contact me for anything, questions, comments. I'd love to hear from you guys and get your point of view. I really appreciate you guys letting me be here today, and thank you.
Some people may say, now why would I want somebody in Vermont to do my bookkeeping?
All they need to do is see my books.
I haven't seen the people to do my tax records in probably 5 years.
Mine's in Mississippi, but
Mississippi.
she has no idea about cryptocurrency, man. She freaks out on me so bad. Hey, what are you doing with all this freaking money? What are you doing?
Well, I just heard, I kind of semi-read a blog. It's like, you don't got to pay taxes unless you keep it in the system. So,
Amen, brother.
so it's like, let it ride, let it multiply, and eventually you'll pull it out. But she's been a business member for over a year, and it's like, yeah, doing what she does, all you got to do is open up a Dropbox account or email her or whatever. I email my QuickBooks account to my people doing my taxes every year. And we've got a new business member coming up that does, he's an actual CPA. I have a call with him tomorrow, so I may have to be shipping my taxes to him tomorrow. So don't be all freaked out. It's like, well, they're not in Broomfield. They don't have to be in Broomfield.
Will you ask them about crypto, please?
I will shoot her an email.
No, that's the person that you're talking about.
The good guy tomorrow? You got it.
Yes, please.
This is where we get going around the room and you do your 30-second elevator speech. Try to keep it to 30 seconds because we got a lot of stuff tonight. I know you want to talk to them or you want to talk to me, but we're going to start right here with Miss Christie, and she's going to tell us how to do it. Speak loud because I've got this mic, but we've actually got about 6 people on Zoom, so we want them to hear who you are, especially if you got a deal.
I'm Christy Hodges. I am an investor with 3 properties here in Estes Park and some in Kansas City, short-term rentals and long-term buy and holds. I'm also an insurance broker and a mobile notary. So if there's anything I can do to help you with any of those things, I'd be happy to. What else? What is it? Phone number 720-310-0413. 310-0413.
Abs, wants, and OMGs. Anybody got any? OMGs could be good, or it could be bad. We learn from both. We probably learn more from the bad OMGs. about bad OMG doubts.
I got OMG if anybody wants to hear about it.
All right, tell us an OMG, Dave.
All right, here's
it on the camera.
an OMG for you. So I put a commercial lot, acre and a quarter under contract in Arizona a few weeks ago. It does have to go through quiet title because there's some breaks in the chain of title and everything. But the interesting thing about when we send out so much mail to so many people, you're bound to find a needle in a haystack once in a while. And so we have this property under contract for $8,000, and we're going to spend about $6,000 in attorney fees to get it all cleaned up and marketable title, and it'll take about 6 months, but it's easily worth at least $200,000. So that's my OMG. So think about land.
And he'll teach you everything you wanted to know but was afraid to ask. He's your guy. Anybody else? Nope. All right, we're gonna move forward. Saturday morning. It's other than rig, it's the best event out there. 7. The only drawback is 7 a.m. The doors open. Traffic is great, food's great, the networking is off the hook. These are serious real estate investors. There's newbies, there's everybody in from plumbers, construction, money, you name it, they're there. And probably about half of our group goes there fairly regularly. So Saturday is $20, but that includes breakfast.
25.
25? Oh, it went up?
Yep.
See, I don't even pay attention.
What was the restaurant for that again?
It is Dazzle on Curtis. And if you're going, well, you got to go west on Curtis. There's parking garages just past it. The street parking is free until 9, so you may want to set your watch. Oh, I got to run out and put money in it. But other than that, great event. Yeah.
You can put the money in before you go in and just start running.
Oh, does it?
Pro tip.
Oh, well, I parked in an underground garage, and the month before last it was free, and I'm like, whoop, whoop. So they charged me this month. Still, this is a great event. So, and it's for you newbies. If you should go and just check it out. I can't say much more about it, other than we love it. All right, Miss Katie has a 2022 Real Estate Investors Mastermind Community coming up. She's got some specials for Rick. She's going to start 3 groups, limited 8 people per group. You got to get them before the program opens. 6 months is $9.97. Click on that code and you'll get into the RIG link. Please. You can email Katie some questions about it. The registration deadline is the 11th. And she sent me an email tonight late for a bonus. If you were registered by Friday, she's developed a training that will teach real estate investors how to develop small online real estate investment related content products that will provide an additional source of revenue. It's priced at $1. Yeah, Katie will kill me. $197 is priced, but if you register by midnight this Friday, she'll put that in for free. So there's the $9.97 plus this $197 for extra. It will cover how to plan, how to create, and how to market the product. Investors often have materials such as digital, PDF, or editable formats of useful tools like due diligence sheets and analysis sheets, checklists, planners, trackers, logs, workbooks, etc. And they also have physical product. It says you can even partner with one another if the person has materials and the other doesn't work to market the product. Another income stream. She's on the Zoom, so if you got any questions, we can type them in, or if you would, if you got a question for her, let me know and I'll type it to her. Or there's her email right there. Is that good, Katie? Give me a thumbs up. All right, we're gonna move forward. I do a little bit of money lending on the side. I also do private money lending. I've got 2 different funds right now. I've got a little bit sitting in the bank and they're lonely. They need to go out and make new friends. I just loaned some other stuff out, but I also broker for some hard money funds. I work with a couple of guys local and I work with a couple of guys nationwide. We do rehabs. One thing difference on our rehab loans is we'll do up to 90% of the purchase, 100% of rehab. And the major points that we're different is there are no monthly payments. Your monthly payments are built in. You pay 3 months interest at the beginning, and then you go through the year, no payments, and your rehab draws, you get those in advance. So we'll at closing, either you'll get a check or you'll get a credit, and you'll go off and start your project. And then when you finish it, we can refinance it out. And we do rental loans. There's the information there. It's something new, fairly new and unique. A lot of people don't want to touch Airbnb and VRBO loans. We've got a program where we'll do that, and you can even get it as an interest-free loans. Some people's like, why would you do interest-free loans? Like, well, you're hoping banking on in the appreciation. I read an article years ago. It's like, all these young people in California are affording all these mansions and got just piddly jobs. How they're doing it? They buy their loan on interest-only loans. So all they're doing is paying the interest. And they're hoping, okay, after 5 years, it's going to be worth more. I'll get something out. I don't know if you're going to do that, but I kind of sidetracked there. We also do construction from the ground up. And I won't go into much detail here, but you've heard crypto about, 3 or 4 times now? This is a program where you put a little bit of investment, but you recoup your money, possibly within the first month. You'll get a miner that you'll place in your house, and it builds what they call the IoT, Internet of Things, and you get paid in helium coins. Miss Christie joined with me. Ray's in it. We've got a couple other people in it. Miss Loretta, she's in it. So there's that. And I won't beat that horse to death. We'll move forward. Finally, our guests are going to come up here and take a seat and share their mind. And I'll let you guys go down your introductions and I'll do your slides. Who wants to start? Ladies first? Kim? Plus, she's in Broomfield. That's where I live. Broomfield. All right.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm Kim Pfeiffer. I'm the Broomfield County Treasurer. I've been in the Treasurer's office longer than I want to admit. That's the only job I've ever had. So anyway.
Fast forward.
Anyway, I'll pass it on to Dalton.
My name is Dalton Weishauer. I'm with Denver County Treasury. Been with Treasury Division in Denver for 7 years. Did 6 months in excise tax and then got into real estate tax for the last 6.5 years. Basically, since I've been in real estate tax, I've specialized in the tax sale process, tax lien process, and real estate taxes for Denver County statutes and municipal. So I've become someone with a subject matter expert on Denver County with taxes over that time.
And I'm Paul Weissman. I'm the Boulder County Treasurer and a Nuggets fan. I've been the treasurer for 7 years now up there. So Kim for sure has a whole lot more experience than I do. She used to work in the Boulder County office before she was here in Broomfield when they became a city and county. Let's just get started. Jim emailed me and others and said, we got this group. Why don't you guys come and talk about tax lien sales? And my response was, you probably don't want me. I'll tell them it doesn't always work. And that is the truth. What we'll go through is how the process works. I can tell you not everybody walks away making money, and even fewer walk away with a property. If you've ever gone to one of those seminars, nobody in here put this out, okay? Okay, good. If you've ever gone to one of these seminars, what they teach you is not the way it really works in Colorado. There are some states where you go to a tax lien sale, you pay the tax lien, which is essentially unpaid taxes from somebody else, and they flip you the keys. You have the property. Colorado ain't one of those. In Colorado, the taxpayer has to be at least 3 years delinquent before you can even ask for a deed. And we'll go through how that works here in this program. So it is really a long-term thing. Most people that play this game play it for the money. They're not playing it for the property. And we'll go through exactly how that works, and we'll go through how that doesn't work as well.
Right.
So let's go ahead and just get started. We have this in Boulder County every year, and I'll admit to cheating tonight. We do a a little tax lien seminar before every tax lien sale, just for folks that are interested in it to come up and sort of see how it works. So the program, the slides that we have here are essentially the same. Well, they are the same slides that we just did before the 2021 tax lien sale. So you guys just jump in a lot whenever you want, and anytime you guys want to jump in and do questions, we'll do that. We're here to talk about investing in tax lien sales. We'll just do an overview of what they are. You can skip the Corona thing. We'll skip the registration. We'll talk about premiums because that's important. We'll talk about the rate of return because that's important. We'll talk about the redemption process because that's important. The endorsement process, that's very important. And the deed process, which ultimately gets you the land. And we'll talk about possible problems that you could run into investing in tax lien sales, although we're very careful. We can skip over this. Nobody cares what I do. Everybody hates me this time of year. If you're on property, we just sent you a love letter. We think of it as our Valentine. If I could figure out a way that the mail could put those little candy hearts in there with it, we do that, but we can't. We collect money. We distribute money. That's what we do as treasurers. And that's where tax liens come in. Tax liens are a way that we can collect unpaid money that local governments are counting on to do their work, right? So we're collecting money for schools, for the county itself, for cities, for fire districts, for library districts, for special districts, for metro districts, whatever. We're collecting that money. Somebody doesn't pay that money, that's where that tax lien comes in. Essentially what you're doing when we do a tax lien sale is somebody didn't pay their taxes. You, the investor, are saying, okay, I'll pay the taxes. Echo. That's why I was feeling like I was at the Grand Canyon. My brother works down there every summer.
Where'd you get that Pepsi Center view?
Yeah, we could do that too. You know, I went to Prince at the Pepsi Center when Prince played down there. We were the very last row, right in the middle. He did his concert. It was like 2 hours of Prince playing nonstop. But we had that little bit of echo on the back wall the whole time because we were in the very back row. But we were there. So yeah, I got the Pepsi Center, now the ball arena field. So essentially, somebody doesn't pay their taxes. You come in as an investor. You can say, okay, I'll pay those taxes. We collect the money so that those authorities we collect for can get the money that they're budgeted to do. That's all a tax lien sale. That's all a tax lien is. It's you paying the taxes. You have a lien against the property, which is, put you in a position ultimately to be able to get the property sometimes. Is it a way to acquire real estate? No. In Boulder County and in most of the state, we only issue about 4 to 5 deeds every year. This year is an odd year for us. Somebody is likely going to get 3 vacant lots up near Allen's Park, right at the right where vacant lot guy turned around, right where the Longs Peak area is. The guy who didn't pay his taxes died. Dead people can't pay their property taxes.
But they can vote.
The heirs, yes, they can vote. Hell yeah, that's the only way I ever won. The heirs had no interest in the lots. In fact, the heirs are going through tax lien sale back in Missouri. So they're having their own problems. They would have, frankly, been better off selling these lots, paying the tax liens for both Missouri and here, but they didn't. So somebody in an odd thing is going to get 3 vacant lots right next to each other at the Allen's Park. It's going to be that is rare. We issue maybe 4 to 5 deeds every year, and that's it. It's usually not on. It's usually not on anything worth a share. It's usually not on great lots that we're issuing deeds on. A lot of times it's mineral rights. A lot of times it's usually not that great. This is a rarity for Boulder County where the likelihood is somebody's going to get 3 good lots. So really not a good way to if you're thinking in investment, people are looking for long-term rentals, short-term rentals. Your kid will be graduated, hopefully going to college at CSU. By the time you could ever have a chance at a Larimer County tax lien, turning into a property, you get that. The thing that's important if you're doing tax lien is the second to right line there, that premium average, coupled with the interest rate average. And we'll talk about this. Every county can run their auction however they want to. Some counties will do what they call a round robin, Well, they'll just say, do you want this one? Do you want this one? And they'll sell them without, they'll sell some of their properties, not all of them, without any premium. Most of the counties, particularly the ones online, you're paying a premium in addition to the taxes and interest that erode, right? So that second to last line, I mean, you sort of look at that, you know, somewhere around 6% most years is what the premium is. Think of the premium as a bet, because that essentially is what you're making is a bet. And we'll talk about how that works in a minute. Interest rates were down the last couple of years because it's a formula in law. Usually it's floating somewhere around 12% or so, 1% a month.
9% is minimum.
5% is a minimum.
Is that relative to interest rates?
Yeah, what it is it's prime plus 1% rounded to the nearest, or plus 8% rounded to the nearest percent.
So essentially, we're looking at possibly going up.
So once you purchase a lien, the interest rate is locked in for the life of that lien. So any subsequent endorsements on that lien carry that same interest rate as the rate of the original sale. The subsequent sales, you may see that rate climb, but if you bought a lien this year, let's say at the 9%, then any subsequent endorsements to that are going to stay at 9%, even if next year's sale goes to 15%.
And we'll talk about what those endorsements are and all that. Let's see. 2 years ago, we sold 522 tax liens, collected the $2.7 million in taxes, average premium bid of 5.2%. So again, I mean, that's why we're doing this. That's what tax liens are all about in Colorado. It's collecting that money. It's a $2.7 million that we're collecting for local governments.
What do you think? Good.
Did we mesmerize you with our knowledge?
Thank you. Better be late night commercials. Yeah. Well, thank you, Paul, Kimberly, and Dalton. Thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you.
And let's move forward. Hey, guess what? Ray mentioned it earlier. We're going to do a recap project tour with Ray's Remodels and Rig. We're going to do this this Saturday at 10 o'clock. We're going to meet at the excuse me. I'm getting all choked up just thinking about it. We're going to meet at the Target parking lot across from Sloan's Lake. I think there's a McDonald's right there. We're going to meet right behind the McDonald's. We'll carpool so we don't like drive the neighborhood crazy, bunch of cars coming in. But we'll carpool because carpool gives you time to talk. And what do you do? I don't know. What do you do? But we'll tour 3 properties that Ray's got going. Ray, you want to speak to them about the properties?
The first one's under contract for 90 over asking price. Man, crazy market right now. The second one is a duplex. Joint venture, down payment assistant. Third one is just an active flip. I'd like to, I don't know how, most of you guys are experienced flippers, but prices change and everything like that. Kind of just walk the property and I'll give you a clipboard on breakdowns of what you think that the paint budget should be, what the drywall budget should be. That way you can be interactive with the project. Just walk and see. We got a whole network of contractors, some high, some low.
Mostly high.
Yeah.
Mostly high.
That's why you do your own research.
Not talking about price.
Anyway, we're gonna do that Saturday. We're gonna meet. We're gonna go tour the 3 projects, and then we're gonna come back to that parking lot. And I think there's a brewery right close by that parking lot. And we'll get back together and talk about it and go, what do you think? What'd you learn? What do you think?
How can I help?
How can we
you?
work together?
Yeah.
That's
The
gonna be
network,
quick.
you mean the RIG network is all about helping other investors. You mean, I hear it all the time. Somebody got stuck with the house or something, whatever happens.
I get emails and calls all during the, hey, Jim, who does this? Who does that? Who does this? Who does that? I'm like, all right, go see Joe, go see Fred. I went and did our new name tags at our business partner. Ray says, where can I get name tags? I'm like, dude, fast signs. So he got his signs and he's got a truck wrap. He got me thinking about a truck wrap. But we like working together.
Wrap your bike.
Wrap my bike. Now it's about 12 years old, so it's about time for a new something. Anyway, And here's another benefit. We saw the slide earlier about the breakfast club. They're gonna meet at 7. They wrap up at 9, so we can all go have a wonderful breakfast, do some serious networking, and then go tour some properties. If you would, there's a Eventbrite thing. If you would just go there, and I'll email everybody. Okay, here's the exact park, address to go park and everything and stuff like that. It's free. Everybody likes free, right?
Are you going with it?
I haven't bought my ticket yet, but if there's a seat available, I'm gonna buy it tonight. I am going to Fisher. I'll even carpool with all anybody up north. I'll clean my truck out and everything.
Come pick me up, man.
Come south, get me, and I'll drive you. I'll clean my truck out just for Saturday, and I can carry 7 people, 8 if we're close. This is our biggest event of the year, going on now for 10 years. The Manfred Speaks is like EFF. People go, what? He sits or he doesn't sit around, but he works all year long, mapping all kind of statistics, demographics, and stuff. And he comes up here and he sits down and we have to get this gong show hook to wrap around like, okay, it's enough, man. That is going to be I think a full house. So you really want to get your Eventbrite ticket because I'd hate to turn regulars away. But that's going to be a big event. He's been going through some issues, but he says he's going to be cleared to get up and get out and get around. So I think he applied to our property tours. So Manfred, that's a big event. You want to register for that. And we got we did have a February cash flow game, but it's like, I got a lot going on this weekend. Super Bowl, and it's like the scratch at, but we're going to come back here in March, play Super Bowl. We're usually right back over JH is sitting, and it's a lot more casual. We're just cutting up. We play together to win. If somebody wins, they jump back in the game and play again. If you've never played cash flow, you should come. We play. You don't have to have any experience. We'll teach you as we go. It's fun. We get good food, and we have fun. This is by Mr. Anthony Chara. Who knows Anthony Chara? It's a trip to Belize that you get right off of your taxes. He also does a trip where he goes down this catamaran, and you go down and spend a terrible week or weekend on the catamaran down, I think, the Caribbean, but it's business related because it's all traded. So that's on our Facebook group. And this is a biggie. We had a pretty good party last year. We met in the city park right over here behind King Super on 136th. I think this year we're going to go to the big park over here across the street from my house. Yeah, cheap, but it's going to be a good time. Kevin was our grill master last year. We'll have some food. We'll have beverages. We may even have sneak in some more entertainment. But the to be determined is the place. The date is locked in. So as soon as I can, I'm going to talk to the city of Broomfield and get that locked in. It's $10 for members, and then it's $20 for visitors. But that covers all your food and multiple beverages as much as you want. Somewhat, don't get too crazy. We had a good time last year, didn't we, David?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Happy Lunar New Year still. And
All right.
let's work together to make money in real estate investing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.